I'm thrilled to introduce Pilar Andújar, the incredible talent behind Pilar Andújar Photography. Pilar has an extraordinary gift for capturing the essence of her subjects through breathtaking portraits. Her diverse portfolio includes everything from professional headshots to family photos, maternity shoots, weddings, and more. Whatever your photography needs, Pilar's artistry and passion make her an amazing resource. Join me as we chat with Pilar to learn more about her journey, her studio, and the magic behind her lens. Pilar, what a pleasure to be here with you today. Thanks so much for talking to our audience. Now, before we really jump into Pilar Andújar photography, I wanted you to talk a little bit about yourself, your background, and what kind of led you to the world of photography?
First of all, thank you, Marina. Thank you for inviting me. And actually, my background, my life has always been revolving around art, but my background is marketing.
Oh,
The
excellent.
thing, yeah, the thing is that before I graduated from college, I started working with the one of the best art dealers in the Dominican Republic, where I'm from. And after that, I joined a major airline, and I was working for them, and I used to travel all over. And just to document my adventures, I decided to buy my first camera.
So that's where your passion started.
With my camera and doing landscapes, I saw myself like a National Geographic photographer, but
Well, you do have beautiful, beautiful pictures. I've seen them and they are a piece of art.
Thank you so much.
So I guess you found yourself, and I'm glad that you didn't become a National Geographic photographer, so we can enjoy actually your portraits and your art, because what you do with those lenses is just incredible.
Thank you.
So I have a couple of things that I would love to know. The first one is, what inspired you to become a photographer? And also, what was the first step that kind of drove you to take your passion and turn it into a career?
Okay. Well, when I told you that I bought my first camera in one of my trips, and I used to go to the mountains or any place, and I always, I mean, I like the landscapes, but I was always waiting for the human element, like somebody with a color shirt that I liked, or a couple kissing or something that, and that human element, I think that that's when the portrait photographer was being born. And in November 1999, I went to the boardwalk in the Dominican Republic right before sunrise. Mm-hmm. And you can see the house, the lighthouse, and there were two fishermen right there, and I took several pictures. It was film, actually. It was not digital at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. I just revealed my age. And one of those pictures was selected to welcome the year 2000 in one of the most the most circulated newspapers in the city. So I got paid for the first time for one of my images. So that told, I mean, I said, oh, I can turn this into a career, right? Because I got paid.
Excellent. Wow. What an incredible story. You told me you had the click that you could do this for money, but between having an idea and actually turning it into a business and open up your studio and, overcoming challenges, it's a complete different story. So tell us about that.
Well, in the year 2004, I moved to New York, but I was not doing anything around art or photography. I was doing administrative work, but New York breathed art. So I took a couple of classes here and there. And in 2008, I moved to Miami. And it was actually my husband who encouraged me to do photography because I always liked it. I started. It was challenging because I started in our one bedroom apartment. Our living room suddenly was a living room, and then it was a portrait studio. So I find myself packing and unpacking, packing and unpacking. But I also did a lot of things outside, like outdoors. So it was easier because the natural light for me is my favorite. And one of the things that helped me, that was 2012 already, and that's when I did my name, Pilar Andújar Photography. I started creating my website, and I used friends to help me build my portfolio. That's something that I would tell anyone who wants to start in photography to do. And
what a great tip, by the way.
Yeah.
You created your portfolio with your friends first.
Exactly.
Something to
and something that allowed me to be more artistic because I wasn't being paid by them. I mean, in exchange for they helping me, I gave them the pictures, but that allowed me to be more artsy, more artistic, more creative. And I built my portfolio and I started doing business. Then I can put myself out there with my portfolio, with my website, and in my living room.
I saw a lot of the work that Pilar has in her portfolio, and your work is really striking. How do you capture the essence of the subjects that you are photographing?
Well, I have taken and I'm still taking a lot of workshops about studio setups, lighting, retouching, all those things. But the most important thing is the connection. When you connect to a person and they feel at ease with you, with your personality, and you make them feel at ease, everything goes very smoothly. And what I offered, it's not like you come to my studio, I tell you sit down there and put your head like this or like that, and I take your picture. No, I started with coffee, mimosa, whatever, hair and makeup, professional hair and makeup, and the piece starts there. It's like a day spa for many women. And by the time that they sit down and pose for me, it's great. They already have seen what I can do. I can shape with light and posing. They want to be beautiful. They want to feel beautiful, and they do. And then the connection between that person and myself is what makes everything,
special. That's where the magic happens.
That's where the magic happens. Exactly.
Now, obviously, you have a breadth of portfolio that is impressive. So what genres or what style of photography is your favorite one, and why?
Well, actually, I enjoy, I'm a people's person and I like portraits in general. But the one that I enjoy the most is women. Women in all ages. I have photographed little girls that later on I get to see them bloom in their teens. And then I see them proud in their graduation pictures. And then I see when they get engaged. Huh? And then I see them in their weddings when they have their first baby. Glowing with so it's a beautiful journey to be part of. Women, for some reason, you probably know this. I mean, we struggle to be seen and heard. And sometimes we put everything in front of us, our children, our partners, our lovers, our mothers, our sisters, our friends, because we care. That's the nature of a woman. And I think I like to hold a place special for you so you feel seen and you feel that you are special and you deserve a beautiful portrait like coming out of a magazine. Like you are that person that how do you how have you been all your life dreamed to be photographed? Like that feeling that we all have, but we leave it because we are caring about others. Mm-hmm. So women are my favorites.
That's great. Actually, I just the other day I was actually hearing a friend of mine talking about women that are have their work life executives or whatever, and she says that a lot of us have the syndrome of the good girl. We want to be good for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of forget to sometimes put ourselves kind of on the picture, right?
Exactly.
And so I just connected and I hear, what you're saying.
We are the people pleasers.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need to be careful with that. But just, something to mention that you just said, you've been following people as they grow. So I think that says a lot, right? Because people like what they get, the results of their sessions, they feel comfortable and they keep coming back. So these are life clients. You build a relationship clients. And, it's not the, professional portrait next.
Yes.
And that's beautiful. I think that's something that really differentiates what you do from other photographers that are out there.
My clients become my friends. I keep in touch with them. I mean, even though they don't have a reason for coming again, or some of them liked it so much that they do it every year and a half or every 2 years, they come and live the experience again. Or this time they come with their parents or with the children. I mean, usually that's how it goes. But they're my friends. I mean, they become my friends.
Incredible. Not everybody feels comfortable in front of a camera. So for people that feel like they wouldn't feel at ease in front of the camera, what advice you give to help them? And also for younger artists that are starting on this business, what would you say to them?
Okay, yes. Well, let me tell you, I have heard some people prefer going to the dentist than being put in front of a camera. And that's terrible. But one of the things that I hear the most when clients come to me, especially women, is, I don't know what you're going to do because I'm not photogenic. And there is not such thing as photogenic. It is my responsibility as a photographer to look for the best lighting, the best posing, and make you feel at ease and connect with you so I can get the best version of yourself in a portrait. So it's people come or people go to a photographer thinking that it's their responsibility. No, it's our responsibility as photographers to do that. Mm-hmm. So
relax.
Relax. I'm the photographer. And for young people that want to start, the first thing that I would say is practice, practice, practice. And don't buy expensive gear because you don't need it at the beginning. What you need is to develop your eye and your style. And then you decide what you're going to buy, and then you decide what you're going to do. Because I thought I was going to be a National Geographic photographer, and I ended up comfortably in my studio. So
That's great advice. Are there any projects or any new perspectives for Pilar Andújar photography that you would like to share or that you are particularly excited about?
Well, I'm really excited about 2025 because I'm going to be launching a series of campaigns for women over 40 and women over 50. And I want to particularly share their beauty, their wisdom, their strength. And those campaigns are for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But looking a little forward into 2026, in spring of 2026, Pinecrest Gardens is going to feature my portraits in a project called Women of South Florida. That's going to be really, really exciting and beautiful. So I'm really happy.
That's great. Well, we need to get a reminder when that happens.
Oh yeah,
because
no, don't
I want
worry.
to make sure that we bring that
Oh,
to
yeah.
the audience watching us today. And who knows, maybe they get lucky that they come and they work with you and they decide to do their photo shoot session, and maybe, they end up featured at the Pinecrest Gardens.
Who knows?
Project.
Yeah.
Pilar, this was an awesome conversation. I wanted to thank you. But to wrap up here, I wanted to ask you a couple of things. One, what do you expect clients to take away from their experience with Pilar Andújar photography? And then the other question is, what is the best way to get in touch with you if people are ready to book a session with you, or if they want a gift for the holidays now, a session with you? What's the best way?
Okay. Well, your first question, what do I expect people to get from the experience with me? Besides a wonderful day, a fun day, I want my clients to take home a series of beautiful portraits that are going to be a legacy, not only for them, but for their families and their generations. Because I always ask my girls, my ladies, when you are not here and your children are looking for pictures of you to show their children or even their grandchildren, what are they going to find? A selfie on a drive stick, or are they going to find a beautiful portrait of yourself? So that's the legacy for me is so important. And the best way to contact me is to call me. My number is 786-879-9690. It's on my website or through my contact page on my website that I always check. And right there at the bottom, if you want to gift a gift certificate for a special person, you can click in there and I'll take care of you.
What a great gift for the holidays. It's not something that you can get every day in any store. And, as Pilar said, you could be building a legacy for generations to come.
Oh, yes.
Building memories for yourself and for the ones that you touched coming after you. So, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And for you guys watching us, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel.